I was out getting another new hip. So now I have matching to go with my, just call me the, what is it, bionic woman. And I'm putting in 10 bucks for the weeks that I missed.
All right.
Yeah.
This is really amusing. I'm making a brag for, yet another brag for Gabby Gravenbauer. This morning, President Jeff, as I walked in, said among Gabby's effects, apparently, was found, from my previous tenure with the club, my Paul Harris certificate and the medal. And I thought, wow, this is like manna. I'm not sure the provenance, how it got there and whatnot, but in any event, I thank the club and I'm bragging to Gabby for his.
Clearly, Greece wins.
For those who are interested, a little update on nephew Kyle, who's a catcher for the Yankees. He did make the trip to London with the team. He's back in Scranton at AAA, but he did make the AAA All-Star team. So they're playing tonight. We want to watch it.
That's great. And yet there's more.
Putting in money for prayers, not for me. My daughter, who's at Tulane, called me a couple hours ago, and she was in New Orleans, obviously, and she was standing in the street, the middle of the street that she lives on, and the water was up just below her waist. And the governor is saying that there's going to be another 18 inches of rain in New Orleans, and the Corps of Engineers says that the Lake Pontchartrain levee can stand 20 inches, and they're expecting 19. So these are not statistics that are comforting. So I think we all want to say a word of prayer for all the folks in New Orleans, and hopefully they'll do the right thing to get out of there before the worst happens.
What you got first?
It's not my nature to be serious, but I put these out on the table. This is next week's speaker, and it's an example of what he does. And it's a very sobering topic of opioids and alcohol and what's going on with the millennials. But I wanted y'all to have a prior briefing, so take these home with you and read when you get a chance.
Great, thank you. One more here.
Before I jump in, John, you had your hand up. Did you have something to add to that?
I was just going to follow up on that. There's a museum going to show that stuff in the Melon for 2 months.
Okay, well, this is my brag. Wouldn't it be nice to have heard about this last week? I heard about it this morning. An international sniper competition in Fort Benning, Georgia. And I say international. The Coast Guard, of all people, put a special response team together from their one of their groups, and ended up taking 9th place internationally in sniper competition. It isn't just shooting, it's getting in place, staying in place. A lot of elements go into it. And to think that what we call shallow water sailors, huddle pirates, that we were able to put together an international sniper team, which by the way, 2 years ago they took 3rd place. There's a lot more competition, but my affiliation has been the Coast Guard. Although I hid it for 4 decades, I'm proud of what they did on this one. Thank you.
Anybody else? Well, I'm going to put in $2 because the American League won last night in the All-Star game. So we'll do that. Okay. We have some birthdays to celebrate in the days ahead. On July 10th, Mark Hollinger will be celebrating a birthday. July 11th, Colden P. And on July 13th, Bly Mannigan will be celebrating many years with us. Okay. Anything else for the good of the collective order? All right, I turn it back over to you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Substitute Mr. Sunshine. Did a great job. I really appreciate it. Yep. Today's the invocation or the the swearing in of the new regime. Unfortunately, Bob can't be here. He got out of town when the getting was good. Just kidding. We have Charlotte Gonzalez here. She's going to talk to us a bit about some new comments from our new district governor and some policy changes that they hope to invoke in the upcoming year. And then we'll have a ceremony. Charlotte.
Thanks for having me here, guys. I am here just to give you a little bit of an update from our new district governor, Johnny Moore, and our RI President, Mark Maloney. For months now, you're probably getting emails from President Mark and District Governor Johnny about how Rotary connects the world. That is the new thing. And so now they're wanting to take time to make it happen and put things into action. President Maloney has what he calls a Rotary Action Plan, and it is with the 75th anniversary of the signing of the UN Charter. He wants to underscore the ties we have and goals with the United Nations. Rotary is going to host 5 special events, one at the UN Day in New York, and then 3 presidential conferences in Paris, Santiago, and Rome, with the final celebration at the convention in Honolulu for anyone who's going to that. So that should be exciting. If you can't make the other 4, maybe you can make the Honolulu one. This will help us achieve the first action plan goal of increasing our impact in the world, demonstrating Rotary's influence all across the world, as it's just begun. The second action plan is expanding our reach. To achieve that, they're hoping to grow Rotary, reaching new members, engaging current members, and creating more alternatives for membership in the next generation of Rotary. I know if anyone's been tracking membership for the last couple of years, probably 3 or 4, they have really given clubs a wide variety of leeway in how you do membership and your categories. You have clubs that have corporate memberships, family memberships, e-memberships, satellite club memberships, all kinds of ways to just grow your membership, to make it fit the members who are the community citizens who really want to be part of Rotary, but who just can't make the normal, typical lunch meetings or things like that. So you've got social clubs that are Rotaries now who don't have any real meetings, but they meet for socials and talk about their service projects. So there's all kinds of ways for membership now. The third is to enhance participation engagements. They're hoping Rotary and Rotarians and clubs will really start being more family-oriented as we strive to get newer members. A lot of them have young kids. They're hoping that Rotary will start making their events, service projects, more family-oriented as well, to incorporate the kids from a very young age, and that gets them into interact. That makes future Rotarians for you. The earlier you can get them involved into Rotary. And the final priority of the new action plan is increasing our ability to adapt. And part of that is what we've already talked about, changing your membership, changing your meeting times, thinking about your service projects that can incorporate families and things. And they're really wanting to be respectful of professional commitments and not requiring Rotary leadership to be a full-time job. We just talked about that with the emails we've been getting. We don't know how they're achieving that, because sometimes the emails are overwhelming. Together we can harness the power of connection, just as our organization has been doing for more than 114 years. We have a long and proud heritage, and we will continue to thrive because we are not afraid of change. That is what is making Rotary survive more than a lot of other clubs, nonprofit clubs and civic organizations, because we are willing to change. All right, President Maloney's theme for 2019, Rotary Connects the World, asks Rotarians to strengthen the many ways that Rotary connects the world, building the connections that allow talented, thoughtful, and generous people to unite and take meaningful action through Rotary service. As a district, we have the challenge, together we see a world where hunger has been defeated. To help make that happen, we have the challenge of doing 100 meal packings. We did that at district conference. I think we packed 50,000 in a very short amount of time, but we've been asked to partner with Area 4 over in Bluffton area, and that's going to be talked about more at the 8 August meeting. And they've asked all the clubs in the Beaufort and Jasper area to partner over there and do a large meal packing event. So you'll hear more about that. That's a real stride for the district, is the meal packing and hunger and being defeated. Johnny Moore, our district governor, Johnny Moore's theme is a year of action in District 7770. He's wanting to really make impacts, let the communities, let the world know what District 7770 is capable of doing. So that's one of his things, is doing the Million Meal Challenge. And he thinks the more people know about what all we do, that it will help membership and want people to be a part of what we're doing. And that the more we can get out there and do, he thinks it'll help membership. And so I challenge each of you to make your own ending to the statement. Together we see a world where, and it's just, what do you want to see in the world? And then by the end of the day, I'm going to send everyone a link to a video that our President Maloney has done for his Connecting the World. It's less than 3 minutes. I highly encourage you all just to open it up, listen to his enthusiasm. He does a great job at explaining his theme for this year, and I hope you'll all take the opportunity to at least look at it one time and possibly save it to share as you're talking to anyone about why they would want to join Rotary. And that's all I've got, unless anyone has any questions.